it's me again, back with you today on Super Bowl Sunday. Earlier today, Kylie Jenner confirmed that she had her baby. Like we all didn't know. But for today's video, actually, before I start talking about today's video, before we get into it, why don't you guys go ahead and give this video a thumbs up because it's Super Bowl Sunday and I'm uploading a video on Super Bowl Sunday, and you guys might as well go ahead and subscribe so that way you guys can know when I upload a new video, and share this video at the end. But let's get into it. So I know that Valentine's Day is, I think, 2 weeks away, a little less than 2 weeks away, okay? And I know everybody is so desperate to find a bae for Valentine's Day. It's either you're dropping your bae so that way you don't have to buy a new gift for them, or you're trying to find a bae so you wouldn't be lonely on that day. But I just wanted to say the story because I didn't feel comfortable in this story, and I don't want somebody else to be in this situation. So if you're the type of person and you have this kind of mentality and this is how you approach trying to get people's numbers, then please reevaluate your life. But this is how the story goes, okay? So it was last year, and I had this basic schedule of where I go to school on Mondays and then I come back home on Thursdays. And I go to school in Denton, so it's about an hour drive. So it was one morning, and I didn't have time to grab anything to eat at home. So I told myself, you know what, I'll get a burrito, an egg, cheese, and sausage burrito from QT, and I'll get my cappuccino that I get from QT instead of going to Starbucks and paying double that amount. So the way I'm gonna try to give you guys an illustration of where everything is located. So if you go down the street, you have to pass a couple of lights. You see a QT, okay? So if you're going this way, the QT is here, okay? The QT is here. So that way you could turn into the QT this way and go in. So then to go back onto the highway that is over here, you'd have to exit the QT this way. That was a terrible illustration, but I try to follow along. So anyways, I pull up to the QT, and I'm in a rush. I am trying to get to school on time, but I also didn't care at the same time. So anyways, I pull up to the QT, and I park my car when I pulled in, and I parked on this side of QT. So as I park in the spot, I notice that there's a truck beside me, and there's this big man. He's not huge, but he's huge, okay? And he's obviously way older than me, probably late 40s, early 50s. He was a very grown man, and he was just staring at me. And I sat there and I was like, why is this man staring at me? But I had things to do. So when I got out the car, the man rolls down his window and he starts talking to me, and he's like, oh, hey, little mama. And I'm just sitting there why? Why are you hollering at me? But he's just how are you doing? And I'm just yeah, I'm good. My mom raised me to be polite. And I'm sitting here oh, I'm good, I'm okay, I'm fine, whatever. And he's like, can I get your number? And I'm sitting there no, but yeah, sorry, no. And then I walk into the QT as fast as I can. Now the thing is, I'm used to grown men, and when I say grown men, I mean 40-year-olds and 50-year-olds. I'm used to them hitting on me. I don't know what it is. I call them pedophiles because I look very young for my age. I'm 21, but without makeup, I look about 13 to 15 years old. And these grown, ridiculous men hit on me all the time. But, I'm used to it. But this situation was very different. So I walk into the QT, and I'm going to go grab my stuff. And then I noticed the man also walked in. But, I wasn't going to, read into it. Because I was like, why? I already told him no. So he's just going to leave me alone. So anyways, I walk into the QT, and I'm walking to the other side, all the way to the other side, to go get my cappuccino. And then all of a sudden, I start noticing that the dude is behind me, and he's basically following me through the store. And I'm sitting there like, what are you doing? Like, why are you here? But I couldn't freak out in the store because I don't know why. I'm just, there's fight, flight, or freeze, and I'm a freezer. So I just tried to ignore him, and I went over to the cappuccino section, and as I was like getting my cup of like cappuccino, I noticed a dude is like mad close behind me, and he's just standing there. And I turn around to look at him, and he tries to play it off like, oh, he wasn't like stalking me in the store. And he exits through the other door in QT, not the door we came in through, but the other door, the one on the side. And I'm just sitting there in my head, like, mumbling, like, what is wrong with him? He needs help. Like, who does he think he is? Like, I'm pissed, okay? And I'm like, who does he think he is to be following me through this story? Like, he has a problem. Like, let me get out of here. So I quickly grab my stuff, and I go through to the cashier, and I go check out. So by the time I check out, I'm thinking, okay, this man left the store already. He's not going to bother me. But let me just go to my car and go to class. Like, I have better things to do. I wish it was that easy. I got outside, I went back through the door that I came in through. And I was about to get in my car. So I took my cup and I put it on top of my car. And I was like fumbling for my keys because I had a bunch of stuff in my hands. And then all of a sudden, I hear this obnoxious, like ridiculously obnoxious car just honking. And mind you, when I came out of the QT, I noticed that his truck wasn't beside my car anymore. So, I mean, for a moment there, I was like, praise Jesus, hallelujah. But I noticed this obnoxious, like, honking of a car coming from somewhere. And it was so, like, annoying. And me being a busybody, I just had to know where it was coming from. Like, I just had to know. So I'm facing my car, and then I turn to my left. Okay, I turn to my left to try to figure out where the sound is coming from. And y'all, I like stopped dead in my tracks for like a minute because I didn't know why. Okay, I couldn't understand and I couldn't comprehend what was going on. When I turned to my left and I looked on the other side of QT, I noticed that the man's truck was there, okay? But not only was his truck there, he was also in his truck looking dead at me. Like legit dead at me. Just honking his horn like nobody's business. And even though he noticed I was looking dead at him, it was like he like narrowed his eyes to look at me even more, and he like just kept honking and honking. And like I finally got my common sense back, and I was like, I have to get in the car. I have to get out of here like now before this man, I don't even know what he could do. But he obviously can't take no for an answer. So I quickly get in my car and I pull out as fast as I can. And I speed off onto the highway. And you know what? The thing that was scary about it was that as I was pulling out, I had to kind of drive by his car. And I noticed that he was pulling out to kind of start following me. So, but you know what? I like pressed the accelerator of my car like it was nobody's business. And I got on the highway and I kept dodging every single car I could for like 20 minutes. Because I just like, I knew the man was behind me. And I saw him there for about like 5 minutes. But I thankfully I lost him. But it was crucial. Like the man literally couldn't take no for an answer. First and foremost, he was way too old to be asking me for my number. You are old enough to be my dad, okay? You're old enough to be my dad. You need to go get some help. Second and foremost, after I said no, he stalked me through the store for some strange reason. And third and foremost, he was honking like a freaking maniac at QT, acting like he has no home training. And then he followed me onto the highway. And that was one of the scariest moments of my life. And I never want anybody else to feel that way. And in no reason, shape, form, or fashion should you feel this way. And this might seem like a stupid story or whatever. But there are literally girls that are getting shot and killed because they denied abort by saying no. So I am begging y'all today, okay? From the bottom of my heart. If a girl tells you no, or if it's the other way around and a guy tells you no and he's just like, no, I don't want to give you my number. No, I'm just not feeling it. Drop it. move on. It's not meant to be. You don't have to like freaking attack them. They have their right to say no, and when they say no, you should take it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I know everybody wants a bae for Valentine's Day, but it's not that crucial. Okay, you can be single on Valentine's Day. I'm gonna be single on Valentine's Day, and I am happy about it. So, I mean, a no is a no. Okay, get to moving, okay? And you know, to that man out there today, I'm happy I have never seen you since, and hopefully I never see you again. But, like I got nothing for you. So thank you guys for watching my video through the end. And again, a no is a no. But I will see you guys next time. And again, like I said in the beginning, don't forget to like, don't forget to click the thumbs up, and don't forget to click the subscribe button. And I believe it's down on this side, And you guys should also go out and check my other videos out. I don't know how you put it, but I'm gonna put it right there. But until next time, you guys, bye.